Welcome in to Illinoisprep.com. I am Skylar King. As always, you can get me at SkylarIPrep on Twitter. This is the message boards. It's championship season time, and we got some conference recaps here. First, a quick rundown of all the other meets. Eric and I were at the Metro Catholic meet, but Southwestern Suburban Blues, Sandburg dominates, wins all but one event in a really a solid performance. In the red side, Richards edges Oak Lawn. Upstate 8, Neuqua Valley takes the win. West Suburban Gold, Hinsdale South over Addison Trail. That was a heck of a meet, only an 18-pointer. Hinsdale Central by 40 over LT. Really surprising performance, in my opinion, was in that one, Abby King. 508 in the 500 for Hinsdale Central. As far as I know, it's the first time she's been under 10. So that's pretty much the rest of the conferences around the area that were taking place. Another big one from my old hometown, Richwoods takes the Mid-State 6 for the first time in 9 years since I was a senior in high school. So that's really a long time ago. So congratulations to the Knights, breaking a bunch of consecutive championships by Notre Dame. But on to the Metro Catholic meet. This was a really good one, a lot of fast swimming, 3 of the top 5 teams in the state, and Loyola conference champions. This is a conference that over the years has really been dominated by the Rosary Beads, and they really had a good showing. Sarah Sixtus, double champion individually, IM, fly, but Loyola, too much depth, won all 3 relays, sort of different. This is a huge conference with all the different teams that are there. More than 10 teams, and so they did college scoring 1 through 16, 40 points for a relay win, 20 for an individual win instead of the typical state scoring starting at 16 and 32. And it was at UIC, fast pool. No Mimi Schneider for Fenwick. We talked about it in the preview. If she was there, they would have won this meet. They got third, 8 behind Rosary, and 43 behind Loyola. But if she's there, she's going to go out and, potentially win 2 events or win 1 event for the 20 and then go out and they would have won the medley with her there, swimming the butterfly. I think it would have been a completely different meet with Schneider there. But I would have liked to really see the relays go down with Schneider there because Loyola was looking really tough. And I think, 331 in the 400 relay, really with nobody pushing them. And I think 147.9 in the medley. Loyola on all cylinders. For the most part, I think had their sectional lineup in there. And a big-time showdown in the 200 free, Burke edging Jardaleza. Claire Russian, 505 in the 500, the Loyola freshman. And I think early in the year, they weren't sure if they could get individual points out of her. She's pretty good at a lot of different things, but you're 505 already. You should be able to score in the 500 free, and so that's even some more unexpected points from the beginning of the year that Loyola could be getting. Obviously, Remick swimming the IM a lot now. Second to Sixtus, Garland third, and Kaminsky fourth. Kaminsky is sort of been up and down in that IM. She's been rock solid in the breaststroke, 105.5. Won it at this meet. And the thing about conference meets, you look for those taper performances. For Fenwick, it was Jackie Woods, 105.8 from the 108.6 in the breaststroke. Just a really great swim. Kaminsky closed on her at the very end there to steal the victory. And on the sophomore level for Loyola, Marta Considine went from a 57 to a 54 flat out. And so you start seeing those performances from your lower levels, and that's what gives you confidence going forward. Those bigger groups see that and get excited, and are really going to be ready to go at the end of the year. Again, Fly, Sixtus Kuntz, still looking good for the top 6. Gibson, 58.7, really good time for her, and she's someone that Fenwick could get a really big boost from if she can sneak in the Fly, potentially the 500. Evan Swenson, 23.8 in the 50, won it. Maureen Barron, 24.1, basically at her state time from last year. Maureen Barron's just been unstoppable all year. She every time out, she's at the top of her game, and really providing the senior leadership for the Friars, meet in and meet out. 100 free, another, we saw it at the Loyola Rosary dual meet, another Remick-Burke showdown with Remick 52-7 to Burke's 53-2. And again, I think that, those are two of the top 6 girls in the state in the 100 free. Nothing really expected there. I mentioned Russian's 505, and Launer 510. She's going to be there. Gibson 511. Just, I think that might have been, in terms of what was unexpected, the performance of the meet, that 505 out of Russian in the 500 free. Again, Loyola, Swenson does it for him again. I think, talking to her coach afterward, I think he said 22-8 on that relay for Swenson, and Russian was able to hold off Barron and Hare, who were closing on the ends, especially Barron for Fenwick. 137-2 to 138-3, Loyola and Fenwick in that relay. And then it talked about the breaststroke, the 2.5s, Garland 106.9, Kuntz 107.4. We talk about Kaminsky, Garland, and Kuntz, 3 potential top 6 breaststrokers at this conference meet. And Woods gets in the middle there with a shave. A great swim by her. And then, as I said, that 400 relay, Loyola, 331.7. Russian, Maddie Jardaleza, Swenson, Remick, just blew everyone out and on their way to the conference championship. Rosary, 334.4, and Fenwick, 335.9. But you got to imagine Borkovic there filled in for Schneider. You got to imagine with Schneider on that relay, they're in that 332 range and really giving Loyola a scare. Especially, Schneider usually leads off. They would have got out there, got some open water, and that's a pretty big advantage when you're talking about relays at state, these championship meets. If you get out in front, fast pools, not getting the waves from all the other swimmers. And so, again, I think Loyola and Fenwick, along with New Trier, really could be in contention to win any of the 3 relays. And obviously Glenbrook South, who I'll be seeing this next weekend at their conference meet, will definitely be in contention in those 2 short relays that Smoliga looks to be swimming. But yeah, a lot of fast swims throughout these conferences. Metro Catholic, really great meet. 3 really great teams going at it, and all performing at a really high level. So we will be previewing the CSL and the North Suburban with your Stevenson, your Lake Forest, which are the 2 big conference meets coming up this week. So until then, this has been Skylar King for IllinoisPrep.com.